Okay, here we go. I saw The Mirror and the Light, which is the second season of the series Wolf Hall, and I was so enthusiastic to make content on it. Because I'm a huge fan of both the first series and the novels. I think they're amazing, especially the books. And also, season 1 of Wolf Hall is at this point a decade old, so we've been waiting a long time to get this. And naturally, it made me even giddier to watch it. And then the moment finally came. They made the second season, and as I sat down to watch it, I just thought about how grateful I am to the universe for gifting me this, because, you know, life sucks, and also 90% of films and shows are crap now. So for once, I would have the luxury of sitting down to watch something knowing it was gonna be amazing, because this is the BBC, and it's a show about Tudor England, and it's based on the amazing book series by Hilary Mantel. So how could it suck? It's just not possible. And then... Then I died inside as I watched this show devolve into the stupidest and most melodramatic historical revisionism slop that I've seen. So if you're watching this commentary, I'm kind of assuming you're knowledgeable about Tudor England and Tudor TV shows and whatever, but just in case you're not really, here's a quick recap of this. You know that fat psychopath, King Henry VIII of England, who's famous for having 6 wives and also killing 2 of them, plus destroying and torturing lots and lots of other people, and overall just being a piece of garbage? Yes, that Henry VIII. This series is about him, the people around him, and in particular, the person who at one point was his right-hand man, whose name was Thomas Cromwell. Now, the basics you should know about Thomas Cromwell are that he was more or less a thug for the king, doing all of his dirty work and being a career shark, and also removing everyone that stood in the way of his career. And by removing, I mean literally killing people. Thomas Cromwell's most memorable deed in history is that he arranged the downfall and the beheading of Queen Anne Boleyn, the second wife of Henry VIII. This is what he's known for, and that should tell you something. No matter how much nuance of humanity this person might have had, he killed people. And that is enough for me to define him as a bad person. End of story. And mind you, that doesn't mean that I only want him depicted as a demon. No, he wasn't a demon. He was very much a person of his time. But still, under no circumstance can you ever allow yourself to depict him as a sniveling, melodramatic, and angelic puppy of a guy who, didn't have a choice but to be horrible. Otherwise he was a sweetheart. No, that's bullcrap. And that is exactly what The Mirror and the Light did. They have Thomas Cromwell, a 16th century right-hand butcher to the wife-killing Henry VIII, breaking down in tears on the floor. And why? Because the bastard daughter of his previous employer rejected his help. Are you kidding me? What are you gonna do a series on next time? The dramatic but beautiful life of Elena Ceausescu? Just give me a frickin' break. I really can't describe how disappointed I was when I saw this. And I gotta mention, the entire trilogy of books, and also the first season of the series, is indeed centered around depicting the story of Thomas Cromwell in a different and a bit more positive light. But at least as far as I've seen, not to this ridiculous extent. And it's such a damn pity, because otherwise, they took so much care to depict Tudor life visually. The clothing, the locations, the music, everything is really impressive. But then they had to ruin it by making the main character a rosy, pampered version of Stephen Miller. Just so ridiculous. Historical inaccuracy is one thing, I can take much of that without complaint. You can botch the locations, the order of events, you can make the clothes cheaply or stupid, or maybe even add lots of fictional people, that's fine. But taking a ruthless political thug and trying to make me feel for him as if he's completely innocent, or at the very least deserving of so much pity and compassion? You gotta be insane. That's just crazy. And I'll leave it at that. Boy, did I want to make content on this show. I was so giddy about it. I was gonna make like a separate per episode commentary because I thought I was gonna love it so much and whatnot. And now, it's just another knife in my nerdy heart. My remaining hope is now that the novel isn't that snivelly, and I doubt it will be, but we'll see.